Hello, mathematicians. Today is our very first day with our October calendar grid. If you remember on previous calendar grids, we're always kind of looking for patterns in our grid throughout the month. And this month, we are really focusing on volume and digging a little deeper with it so we can actually look at buildings that are not rectangular prisms. And we can look at them spatially. And I'll show you what I mean in just one moment. One other thing you might notice about our calendar grid is that there are these blank spaces. And there are these blank spaces on purpose because those are our mystery buildings. So this first blank space is what you are trying to figure out for today. And we have 3 clues to help us. So R is one of the mystery buildings that might be right here. And V is a mystery building. Could be there, and S and Q. And we're going to figure out which mystery building it is by these clues. So let me show you what I mean about that spatial piece. So I have all those buildings built right here, and I need to be looking at their top view. So for example, this is R. When I want to look at its top view, that means the top of it. So I'm going to turn it towards you. And it doesn't matter how far down the squares are. If I see a row of 3 and a row of 3, just like this card shows me, then it matches that top view. So this one matches. It is 3 and 3. Let's look at S. That one also matches. It is 3 and 3. Let's look at S. That one also matches. It is 3 and 3. And again, it doesn't matter that these ones are further down. I still see them in my top view. And finally, I have Q here. And if I flip it, I see 3 and 3. Even though these green ones are further down, they're still there. So I can't rule out any of my buildings with my first clue. So let's look at our next one. Now I need to be looking at the right side view. So facing you all, that would be this side. So I'm going to flip it over to this side. And I should see this pattern that shows up here. I should see 3 squares and 2 squares. And I do see that. I see 3 squares and 2 squares. So R cannot be ruled out. Let's check V. So the right side, I'm going to face it towards you. And again, I see 3 and 2. So it could be V. Now let's do S. So the right side. Ooh, this one is 4 and 4. I know that our mystery building cannot be S because it doesn't match this right side view. So I can get rid of S. And let's check our last one, Q. So our right side is here. And again, I cannot rule that one out because I see 3 and 2. All right, so we have it narrowed down to these 3. I'm going to flip over our last clue. And I'm not going to tell you which one this is. You're going to have to tell me. Is it R? Is it V? Or is it Q? And here is your final clue. So the front view, I'm going to show you the front view. This is ours. So think in your head, does that match my clue? Look at what 3 should be. Does it match? And then I'm going to show you V. Think in your head, does that match? Clue 3. And finally, before I get cut off, we have Q. Is Q matching this? Can't wait to see what our mystery building is.